Welcome back, YouTube. My name is TaveBikes28. Sorry for the delay there, making sure the audio sounds good and everything for you guys. And we are once again back live here for the Toronto Huskies franchise. And I am not... I can't even explain how excited I am for this upcoming season. Hopefully the audio sounds good. Sounds alright on my end for you guys, but hopefully it's all good for you. But anyways, as I was saying, I'm very excited to get into this. This is once again the Toronto Huskies franchise returning here for year 3. That's right, it is already year 3 here in the Huskies franchise. Crazy to think about that we've gone through 2 full seasons here, and this team has changed immensely. Alright, so we start off way back when with Ryan Fitzmagic moving the team, who was the Jacksonville Jaguars. After they sold the rights to the team to him, he moved him to Toronto, and essentially everyone who was part of the Jacksonville Jaguars got put into free agency. That is how we started this thing off. So we've had a bunch of like low overall players, practice squad guys essentially, and we started building from there. And I am so excited to continue rebuilding and making this into a possible Super Bowl winning team. But as I started to mention, Ryan Fitzpatrick, aka Ryan Fitzmagic, our owner, was also the first ever quarterback in this franchise, and then he retired after the first year and then turned over the reins to a young rookie quarterback from last season, Trevor Nickerson. And he had led us through the first season without our owner as a player, and it was interesting because we improved, and it was nice to see. As you see, we started off, I think our team when we first started was about a 64 overall across the board. We're all the way up to the 84 overall on offense, 80 defense, 82 overall, and I'm so excited to continue to get better and better. But before we get into that, I do want to explain how the Toronto Huskies franchise is a little different, and I'm going to do that while showing you guys the depth chart. I set up the depth chart. Let me know what you guys think, if there's anything that you feel like I should change. I'm trying to maximize the amount of players that we have. We have good players, a lot of them, and the problem is trying to get them all on the football field is very difficult, especially in the front 7 on defense, and you'll see that when I'm going through the depth chart. So let me go through that, and I'll explain what the Toronto Huskies franchise is for any of you new folks out there. So we'll start off by saying this. The Toronto Huskies franchise is a franchise unlike ones that you have probably seen before on YouTube. This is one where we don't necessarily play the games. What I mean by that is you still see every snap of every game, and I'll still commentate over it for you guys. But the difference is it's not about how good am I at the game, but more in terms of how good can we, both you guys and myself, team build. It's more of a GM / head coaching experience, and that is what makes it even more difficult and exciting when we have positive things happen in our franchise here, because what that means is all of our hard work is paying off. It's not, I could go out there and I could go 16-0 against all these computer teams, but that would not be fun. All right, that wouldn't be very fun. There was no rewarding experience to go beat. I could have a 60 overall team and probably still beat all these teams, and that's just not fun, right? So instead, I want to make things competitive. I want to make things difficult on both myself and all of us. All right, and I want the experience of team building from the bottom all the way up to be very, very rewarding. And I am so excited to see what Travis Kelce can do. If you guys don't remember, I did in fact trade for Travis Kelce, and I ended up giving away, I believe, 3 draft choices for Travis Kelce. I believe it was 2/3 and a 7 or something like that. All right, and I understand you're like, that's not very realistic. Actually, hear me out. It is pretty realistic because of the age that Travis Kelce is at this point in his career. we may only have him for 1, 2, maybe 3 seasons if we're lucky. I don't even think he'll stay for that long. We'll have to see. But so really, it's kind of a little stopgap, and we traded 3 draft selections for that. I think that is a big upgrade, even though Jonnu Smith played great last year. He was our leading receiver in terms of receptions, and he was number 2 on the team in yardage. But when you have an opportunity to get Travis Kelce, you don't say no. So we went out and did that. Handful of other things as you're going through this. This is the depth chart and stuff. But as I mentioned, though, this is a little different. So this Toronto Huskies franchise, it's a lot more in depth in terms of the team building exercises, and I feel like this is what makes this sort of a different experience than most that you'll see on YouTube. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. If there's anything that you guys feel like I could do better, or maybe something you'd like to see, maybe you wanted me to go after a certain player, let me know in the comments section. And if you like what I've been doing, hit that like button and subscribe. Let me know that I've been doing a good job. The easiest way to let me know is just to do that. But as we're going through here, you'll see the front 7. It is very difficult to figure out how I want the front 7 to be utilized this year. And I know Adarius Evans was a great player last year. I was a little underwhelmed, though, I guess, in terms of his pass rushing ability. And so that is actually why I went with Micah Parsons up front instead, the rookie here. I feel like he might have a better ability to rush the passer, because it seems like that's pretty much his gig. He rushes the passer. Even though he's an outside linebacker, he really has very little coverage ability at all, which means unlike Adarius Evans, who actually has some pretty good coverage ability, he is not nearly as versatile as Evans. Evans can do a little bit of everything. That's why I love Evans. I think he's one of the best players we have, especially for this rebuild moving forward. But as we keep going through here, you'll see I tried to utilize as many of the players. Logan Wilson is one where he played phenomenal last year. He had like 131 tackles or something like that. Was all over the football field, but for some reason I couldn't find a starting role for him necessarily. So instead I have him as the number 2 across the board. And then I think I put him in as well in terms of in situational roles. I have him in there. So hopefully it all goes well. I might change this depth chart at some point if things don't go the way that we would like them to, or maybe we feel like one of the guys up front in the front 4 or front 7 are not rushing the passer as well as we'd hoped, or covering as well as we hoped, whatever it is. So the other thing is, yes, I did not put the rookie running back Travis Etienne as the number 2 back. The reason being, even though he's about the same overall as Latavius Murray, is I want to utilize Murray in the last little bit of this is last year of his deal. So I wanted to still utilize him, get my money's worth out of him, as well as utilize Travis Etienne in some other roles, like returning. Now, I know Eric Davis, the rookie return man from last year, who has some pretty good speed, played really well for us. He did a good job. And I was expecting to return him back to that role. But I saw an opportunity to let Etienne take these snaps, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Davis is still going to be the number 2 guy, so if Etienne ever gets hurt or anything like that, Davis will slide right in there once again. And as we're going through here, you'll see that a lot of these specialist roles are about pretty similar to last season, except for the front 7. The front 7 is totally changed. As you will see, I did put T. Higgins in the slot this season. I feel like he is going to excel in that role, hopefully. And as you see here, we got at the rush left end, we're going to be putting Micah Parsons. I told you he is a rusher, a pure pass rusher, essentially, despite what his position label is. I also went ahead and put Adarius Evans as the rush right end. Now, the reason that I did that is because I was able to put some of these other guys Okay, in like Ryan Kerrigan, I've put him in as the defensive tackle, rush DT. Okay, and then in terms of sub linebackers, I was able to put in a couple other guys like Jordan Hicks, some guys with some good coverage ability in there. And I also was thinking, all right, are you ready for this? So the reason I have Adarius Evans here, as I mentioned, you're like, well, you said he wasn't as he's versatile, right? He wasn't as great of a pass rusher necessarily as we expected. So why have him as a rush right end? What he did do really well is shed blocks and get to running backs quickly. And the reason I have him in there is because if he, on third downs, let's say he goes down back onto the line, what that means is the role in which he was playing right here, I left outside, he would not be playing that on third down. It would be Logan Wilson. So that would help get Logan Wilson out there on the football field a little more. So that's why I am going ahead and doing things the way that I have here. Hopefully you guys like the setup. Hopefully it works well for us. And without further ado, I believe it is time to get going. We're not going to be playing the preseason. We're just going to go ahead and simulate through that. Maybe get to cut days, narrow down the roster to our 53-man team, and then move towards week 1. So let's get this thing underway. We'll simulate this first preseason game. And we ended up winning pretty handedly as well. So that's why when it comes to the preseason, I feel like that is a real test of your depth more than anything. Not so much your starters. Your starters don't really play a whole lot, but a test of your depth. And I like it to be a very good sign if we win a lot of preseason games, because that means our depth is quite reliable. So let's go ahead and get some of these upgrades. We got Ryan Kerrigan, the veteran who came back on a cheaper deal. Very excited to see him back in a Huskies uniform. And we're going to continue upgrading him, just trying to keep him as relevant as possible. And Merrill Wiley, who we haven't heard much from since the inaugural season. He's been a backup since then, essentially. Still a very good backup to have, though, on this team. Up to a 70 overall. Alright, let's go ahead and advance this one more time, getting into week 3 of the preseason. Will we take down the Bills? That's going to be an interesting one, and we actually lose. It's a close matchup, 28-24. We do lose that one. And then we got Richie Branch with an upgrade coming out of that game. And I'd like to get his man coverage up a little bit more. I feel like he got burnt a couple times last season in moments. And of course, we do not get man coverage. So let's continue to advance this thing to the cut days. See if we can take down the 0-2 Browns. That's something you don't see in Madden 20 very often. And we actually beat the Browns pretty handedly, 27-10. Now we have one more upgrade here. This time it's Quincy Williams. And I really love Quincy Williams. That's why I have him starting. He's the first ever superstar level player that we ever had in this franchise, and I can't let him not start. I feel like he is the epitome of what this Huskies franchise was all about. So I am not going to probably ever let him not be starting in some form, at least until he starts regressing. And now we've got 15 players to cut. A lot of players, a lot of decisions to be made, and they already want us to get rid of Eric Davis. I love it. But let's go ahead and go position by position. Real quick, don't have any extra kickers or punters, right? Nope. Alright, we can probably cut this this fullback that we got here. Not CJ Ham, but this one. There's no reason for us to have 2 fullbacks on the roster, so that makes one cut easy. And I don't think we need all these running backs. So So Travis Homer, unfortunately, you are the odd man out right now. And actually Reichwell Armstead as well. I'm going to roll with 4 running backs. So I think I'm going to go ahead and cut Michael Walker. I'm also going to be cutting our Olamide Zacchaeus, actually. That's going to be the next cut here. And then, unfortunately, our old kick returner, Ashton Doolin, who lost his role to the rookie last year and essentially has become non-existent for this team. I'm going to go ahead and cut him. I just feel like he doesn't have a role anymore. Maybe he'll get picked up by another squad. We're going to roll right now with 7 receivers. We'll see if we come back to that and change it. And now we have Travis Kelce. We do not need a 4th tight end, so unfortunately, this is going to be another cut here. And I'm actually going to throw the left tackle here onto the practice squad. Drew Anglin, I think, don't need him necessarily, and I feel like hopefully it allows us to go with 3 tackles. I don't know if it will. May end up having to move somebody, one of these guards or something, to tackle. We'll see. But now we got left end and right end. I think we're good there. Defensive tackle, we're good. So Joe Giles Harris, unfortunately, is going to be the odd man out in the linebacking core right now. So he is going to be the first cut there. We'll come back and see if we need to make any more. We got 6 players left that we're going to need to get rid of. We got a lot of corners, 11 of them. So we'll start with Nate Brooks. The speed just isn't quite there, so we're going to go ahead and cut him. Tay Hayes as well. And Kadar Holman. So now we got 3 players left and still 8 corners, which we do not need that many. So that's tough. I'll have to think on that for a second. You know, I really like Nick Nelson, but unfortunately, I don't know if he has a role on this team. So I think I'm going to go ahead and cut Nick Nelson. We're going to take a little bit of a hit on that contract, but That will free us up a bit. So now coming back to receiver, we have 7 active receivers. We don't need 7 of them. Chances are only 4 will ever see the field anyways, barring an injury. So we're going to go ahead and actually cut Russell Gage. I know you're probably wondering why not cut Eric Davis. What we will do with Eric Davis is move him to the practice squad. So we'll go ahead and move Eric Davis to the practice squad. Now we've got 6 receivers. Maybe we'll keep Russell Gage. I don't know yet. We'll have to kind of wait and see. We also have 7 corners, but I don't want to cut any of these guys. I like the potential that pretty much all of them have. So unfortunately, I think Russell Gage might be the odd man out right now, because we do have the starting 4, well 3 really, and then 4th being Michael Pittman and Trent Sherfield as backup if needed. So I'm going to go ahead and cut Russell Gage. We will get a little bit of a penalty here, but we'll end up coming out on top. So we're going to go ahead and cut him as well. So a lot of tough decisions there, actually. And now that's going to roll us towards the 53-man roster and to the regular season. So let's go ahead and advance this thing. And when we get to week 1, I do want to check out the free agents, see if anyone got cut that is interesting. So let's go ahead and look. And there are some interesting names out here. I'm surprised some of these running backs are here, like DeAndre Swift and Jonathan Taylor. So that's interesting. Let's go ahead and do this upgrade. We got Jaquil Easter continuing to get better. He really played quite well last year. Had some big plays for us. Handful of times, actually. And Trevor Nickerson with another upgrade. That's nice to see. Love to see when the young quarterback continues to get better. He's up to a 73 overall now. I really like Trevor Nickerson. I think that despite what his stats said last year, he has an opportunity to become a staple, a franchise guy for us if he continues to develop well. But if I'm wrong, then we will always have an opportunity to correct that. But I believe this will get us ready here for week 1 against the Indianapolis Colts, and it is going to be at Lucas Oil Stadium. So your Huskies start off on the road in week number 1. Very exciting stuff. I cannot wait to get into this one. So why not stop waiting and jump right in here? I think that this is going to be a good one. They still have some guys you'll recognize. Darius Leonard, T.Y. Hilton, Telvin Smith, who they picked up in free agency a few years ago now. And I am very excited to see if we can take down the Colts, because I feel like if we can beat the Colts here in week number 1, that will really be our coming out party, because the Colts won the division last year and in pretty, well, outright fashion, to be honest. So as we start things off, though, we're going to be at Lucas Oil Stadium. So your Toronto Huskies going off against the Indianapolis Colts here in week number 1. Those are not your commentators. My name is TayBikes28, and I will be your commentator. And I am very, very excited to start year 3 in this Huskies franchise, and hopefully start it off with a win here in week number 1. Now, the Huskies have had quite the change over the last 2 seasons, and they have only gotten better ever since their current owner has taken a hold of them, and it has just been an upwards momentum right now for the Toronto Huskies. Can they continue that this season, though? Last year they ended up the season, I believe, at 6-10, still losing record and still had a top 10 pick, but they continued to get better in all facets of the game. In fact, the Toronto Huskies finished last season on a 3-game winning streak. As you see, the Colts have a brand new tight end, David Njoku, who they signed in this free agent market, able to bring him in. They were hoping to be the missing piece in this offense, the Jordan Love-led offense, and Jordan Love has played quite well since getting that starting role in Indianapolis. The question now is, can this winning streak continue into the next season for your Toronto Huskies? We will have to wait and see. As we start this thing off, your Toronto Huskies are kicking off to the Indianapolis Colts here, and this one's going to be a touchback well into the end zone. And that means that Jordan Love and this Indianapolis Colts offense is going to be coming on out here. And as you see, Jordan Love has quite the arm on him and has actually played quite well since taking over that role out there in Indianapolis. And he has given the Colts stability, the first real stability since Andrew Luck left the building a few seasons ago now. And we're starting off on, we are hot here on defense for the Toronto Huskies, as that is Ryan Kerrigan coming off the edge, showing that he still has it, and saying, welcome back, Jordan Love, as he gets a sack here on the first play of the 3rd season here in the Huskies franchise, and it is a sack. That is very fitting here, as this defense has been monstrous over the last couple of seasons, and they are continuing that trend here in year 3, as they have a sack on the first play, 5-yard loss, setting up a 2nd and 15 now at the 20-yard line. Back under center here is Jordan Love, as he is going to hand this one off, and Marlon Mack gets stuffed, maybe getting 1 yard out of that. Now let's take a look at what this offense looks like. Pretty similar offensive line from last season, but they have a couple of different names on offense, including the tight end David Njoku. That's the big change for this offense. Will he be a big change, or a big enough change, to keep them in contention here? As Jordan Love drops back on 3rd and 14, throws over to the right-hand side, completes it, and trying to cut it upfield, but stepping out of bounds after a gain of 6 was James White. So now it is 4th and 8, and they are punting this one off to the Toronto Huskies, and that is rookie running back Travis Etienne, the new return man in this offense. And as you see, Trevor Nickerson, that is the man for Toronto, as he comes out onto the football field primed and ready to go for year number 2 in his career. And hopefully you'll see that big year 2 leap here from Trevor Nickerson, as he's going to start off under center and handing this one off to, that's right, what a play there already. That is Aaron Jones, the running back from last year, first 1,000-yard rusher in Toronto Huskies franchise, and he continues to play at a high level here into the next season, as he, that's right, gets a first down on his first carry here in this game. Very fitting for him, as he gets about 11 or 12 on that first carry, and that is after a very impressive spin move where he shrugged a guy off near the line of scrimmage, to be honest. So now it is 1st and 10, and they are in the gun, and that is going to be a completion. Nickerson's 1 for 1 now. That's a completion to Travis Kelce, the new tight end. So now it is 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line. Nickerson's going to hand this one off, and powering his way forward for a first down is Aaron Jones. So that is now 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line, getting close to midfield here, and they're going to finally pass midfield with that completion. That is going to be going out to, I believe, Jonnu Smith with his first catch of the season. So now to 2nd and 4, and they're going to hand this one off, and powering his way through the defense again, but only for a couple of yards this time, is Aaron Jones. Not quite close enough to first down yardage. And as you see, we got a new offensive lineman, David DeCastro, a big signing for this offense, as well as Travis Kelce trading for him. That might make a big splash and maybe be the missing piece that Toronto needed. And they're going to be handing off, as that is Aaron Jones running through the defense, and oh no, that looks like Aaron Jones is down on the football field after a really impressive run, getting out to the 28-yard line there, and it looks like he is grabbing his wrist. They're going to be taking him to the locker room to take a look at it, see how bad things are. So that means it is Latavius Murray who is now the running back here, as Nickerson's under pressure here and goes down. That is DeForest Buckner. Those two know each other quite well over last season, as he seemed to be a major problem for Nickerson in both the games last year against the Indianapolis Colts. And he continues to be a menace up the middle. So now to 2nd and 15 at the 33-yard line. Under center is Nickerson, and he's going to hand this one off. That is Latavius Murray with very little room to run, losing a yard, in fact. Let's take a look at this Colts defense. Got some names we will recognize. Guys, the linebacking core is still the same from last season, and the back half is actually the same as well. So most of this Colts defense is pretty much returning from last season. They have 1 or 2 new names up front on the defensive line. So now it's 3rd and 16 though, and a throwing over the middle, that is caught, and that is going to be down at the 9-yard line. That is none other than Travis Kelce, number 41. That is an odd number, but I guess he decided to change things up out here in a new home. And that is a very nice 3rd down conversion there. And that is why we got Travis Kelce, with the hope that he is able to make those 3rd down conversions when we need it most. So now it's 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Nickerson driving, and that's going to be a throw to the end zone. That is caught. Touchdown, Toronto. And that is Keontae Bonds with his first catch of the season, and it is for a touchdown. You can't ask for much more, as that is going to give your Toronto Huskies a 6-point lead. Pending the extra point, it'll be 7. As Bonds just found that open spot in the middle and just nestled right down in there, right in front of Nickerson's view, and was able to find him very quickly there for that touchdown. As Josh Lambo hits the extra point, making it 7-0 right now, Toronto. All things are going in their favor right now, but can they continue this, or will it eventually all fall apart? We'll have to wait and see, as we get a kickoff here, and this is once again boomed into the end zone for a touchback. So starting off at the 25-yard line, Jordan Love and this offense need to figure out a way to get at least a first down if they plan to stay in this game. They're going to start off under center here on 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Very little room to run, though. Gain of about 2 or 3. As you see, A little different defense here. Linval Joseph got brought in. A couple of rookies there in Micah Parsons. And as you see, this linebacking core is a lot of similar names, but in different spots across this front seven. And the back half, though, is pretty much the same. Secondary didn't change much, as a big hole here on 2nd and 7. Nice run there from Marlon Mack. Gets all the way out to the 41 for a first down. But as I was saying, the Toronto Huskies secondary hasn't changed much. As you see, Big Play Slay there was able to re-sign in free agency. They were able to bring him back. He played such a high level for them last year. There's no way that they could let him go. So now here, 1st and 10, it is going to be a handoff once again to this one to James White. Gain of only a yard though. So now it's 2nd and 9. Spreading things out in the gun as Love drops back, throws over to the right-hand side, completes it, and that is going to be caught for a gain of about 4 yards. James White out of the backfield. So now it's 3rd and 5 at the 46. As Love drops back, throws quickly, and that is going to be caught for a first down. That is James White again, the former New England Patriot, showing off his receiving skills here, as that is what he's known for. And this time it goes for a first down. As that was Quincy Williams who eventually got him down. So now 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Love's going to drop back and throw quickly over the left-hand side. Caught. Gain of only about 3 yards, though. No incompletions today so far for Jordan Love. As that is David Njoku, the new tight end's first reception. And this is 2nd and 7 now. Another completion. And this one goes for a first down out to the 29-yard line. David Njoku again here. Back-to-back catches for the new tight end. So now Love's going to go back to the running game. Big hole here, and that's going to go inside the 20 to the 19. Marlon Mack finds his way into the red zone. And all of a sudden, this Indianapolis squad is moving downfield. So now 1st and 10 at the 19. They are spreading it out, empty backfield. Love in the gun, drops back, throws quickly over to the left-hand side, completed. That's going to be down to the 7-yard line for a first down. That's Jamal Burgess. So now 1st and goal, and it's going to be a handoff, delayed handoff, and it is, oh wow, what an aggressive tackle there. That was a face mask. Jaqueel Easter, the 2nd-year safety, he should know better. But a young player trying to make a play. Made a boneheaded decision there. So now it is 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. As Love drops back, throws quickly over that right-hand side, and that is caught for a touchdown. That is James White, who has seemingly become the top receiver on this team, despite being... So now the score is tied at 7 apiece after that extra point. Dustin Hopkins nails that. Alright, the ball is going to be coming back to Toronto here. Pretty good return out past the 30 to the 31 from Travis Etienne, the rookie running back. Is now Trevor Nickerson comes back out onto the field, trying to motivate his guys. See if they can continue the momentum from the last time they had the ball, as that is Latavius Murray bouncing outside for a gain of about 3 on first down. He doesn't quite have the speed that he once did. So now it is 2nd and 7. And that is going to be the end of the quarter, though. Right now it is tied 7 apiece heading into the second quarter. Pretty good game so far. Toronto seemingly having the control for most of that first quarter. So now it's 2nd and 7 under center as Nickerson's going to drop back, throw, and that is to the right side, out to the midfield mark. And Nickerson 5 for 5 to start this game. And that is completed to Keontae Bonds for the first down. Now 1st and 10 at midfield as Nickerson's going to fake to the running back, throw over to the right-hand side. That is caught, but only a gain of about 1 to the new tight end out there in Travis Kelce. His 3rd catch of the day. So now 2nd and 9. Nickerson's going to be handing this one off, and nowhere to go for Latavius Murray, who gets stuffed at the line. It's now 3rd and 9 in the gun here. Nickerson's going to drop back, look over the right-hand side, throw, and complete this one on the sideline. That's a gain of about 21 yards. That is CeeDee Lamb. His first catch of the day comes at a big moment. It's now 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Back under center here. They're putting a man in motion from left to right. As Nickerson drops back, throws underneath. That is caught and broke a tackle there is CeeDee Lamb, who's dragging defenders inside the 20 down to the 19. A gain of 9 yards there. So now it is 2nd and 1 as Nickerson's going to be under pressure and goes down at the 24-yard line. DeForest Buckner. Who else would it be? Once again with a sack. 2nd on the day. It's now 3rd and 6 at the 24. Nickerson's going to be in the gun for this. He's going to fake to the running back and then move around in the pocket under pressure again and going down. This time it is Ahkello Witherspoon, the corner, coming off the edge for a untouched blitz and finds Nickerson for another sack. That is the 3rd sack on the day. So now that's going to set up a field goal here for Toronto. Josh Lambo is going to kick this one, and it is good. Toronto up 10-7 now, with about just under 7.5 to go in this first half. Now return here from about the 5-yard line out to the 24 for Indianapolis. And that is where Jordan Love will take over here. Starting off in the gun here on 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff, though, as that's nowhere to go for James White. Maybe gaining a yard. 59, 59. 59 yard. 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 And now back under center as Love drops back and is under pressure, but drops a dime. Oh, excuse me, no, I was wrong there. I thought he was going to be able to get that down the sideline to his receiver, but actually overthrew him, throwing it out of bounds. So now it is 3rd and 9. Love throws outside, and that is caught for a first down. T.Y. Hilton. An 11-yard gain on 3rd and 9. Now 1st and 10, it's going to be a handoff once again, and this time getting tackled in the backfield. I believe that was a Darius Evans breaking through for a loss of 4. Six minutes to go in this first half as Jordan Love drops back, throws over the middle. That is caught past midfield down to the 46-yard line. And now that is another first down for Indianapolis. That time it was Paris Campbell with the reception, gain of 21 yards. Now spreading it out here on 1st and 10. 5.5 to go in this second quarter as Love's going to throw outside this time. That is bobbled by the receiver. Good play there by Darius Slay to get some hands on the football. It's now to 2nd and 10 at the 46, and dropping back again is Love. Throwing to the right-hand side, this time complete, but nowhere to really go after the catch there for James White. So now it is 3rd and 8 at the 43-yard line. Empty backfield, 5 wide. Love drops back, throws to the right-hand side. That is caught near first down yardage, and they are in fact going to give it to him. That was Marlon Mack, if I'm not mistaken, with the reception out of the backfield. So now 1st and 10 at the 36, back under center is Indianapolis, but it's a quick throw outside. That's T.Y. Hilton showing off the speed. He still has some wheels, even at his age here, and that is going to be a first down for Indianapolis down to the 21-yard line. Nearing the red zone here as Love's going to take this one, throw quickly over the middle. That is caught. Another first down, setting up a 1st and goal now at the 8-yard line. I believe that was Travis Fulgham with the reception. So now 1st and goal in the gun here at the 8-yard line. Love's going to drop back, throw over the middle. That is caught. I believe that was David Njoku with the reception, the new tight end, but having nowhere to go with it. So now it is 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line. Love's going to drop back and throw over to the backside of the end zone, out the back of the end zone, in fact. Essentially just throwing that one away. So now it is 3rd and goal at the 8-yard line. They're going to start off under center, but in fact throw this one over the right-hand side, complete but good awareness there by Jaquil Easter to come up and make the tackle. I believe that was Jack Doyle with the reception. So now it is 4th and goal, and Indianapolis most likely will be kicking the field goal. Nice little chip shot here for Indianapolis as that goes through, tying up this game 10 apiece now. 2.5 to go in this second quarter. And a booming kickoff here into the end zone for a touchback. As you see, Nickerson has been under some pressure today. I believe they have 3 sacks already. So they're going to start off in the gun here on 1st and 10, but it's going to be a handoff. Latavius Murray breaking tackles, only to gain about 2 yards though. So now it is 2nd and 8. Empty backfield here for Nickerson as he drops back. Has some time, throws it to the left-hand side, complete. A gain of about 3 yards there, as that's going to put us to the 2-minute warning here. It's now 3rd and 5. In the gun once again is Nickerson, as he's going to drop back and throw quickly over the middle. That is caught. Running out to the 37-yard line. That is Latavius Murray. So now Nickerson once again on 1st down, throws to the left-hand side here, and that is dropped actually. I believe that was Latavius Murray once again. So now on 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line, they've got 3 receivers to the right-hand side. Nickerson, though, elects to hand this one off, as that actually gets hit in the backfield for a loss. Alright, 3rd and 11 here, only 55 seconds to go in this first half. Nickerson's going to take the snap and under pressure, but gets the ball off somehow, breaking a tackle, and that is down the sideline. Travis Kelce down to the 19-yard line, and that is the first timeout taken by Toronto. What a play there. With a man in his face, Nickerson releases that ball with a perfect throw and catch there from Travis Kelce. And another reception here on 1st down. Another timeout taken by Toronto. As that's got us down to the 12-yard line now. So now it is 2nd and 4. Nickerson drops back, throws quickly over the middle. That is caught. Gain of about 3. And they are trying to get this play off, but decide to take a timeout instead. It's now 3rd and 2, 16 seconds to go, no timeouts for Toronto. And they're going to run the football, and that's going to probably end this one. They're trying to get one more play off, and they do snap it. 0's on the clock. Nickerson throws to the end zone. That is caught for a touchdown. Toronto takes the lead before halftime. 0's on the clock, and CeeDee Lamb finds the end zone. What a play. What a set of events for Toronto to find a way to get the lead, as what a great catch there. One-handed and tapping the toes along the back side of the end zone. So now the extra point here, and that is good, setting Toronto up going into halftime with a 7-point lead, 17-10. Good day so far for this Toronto Huskies team. Now let's take a look around the league, see what is happening here. As we're going to travel down to Houston, where Dallas is coming to town and putting a whooping on the Deshaun Watson-led Texans. And now we're traveling up north to Detroit, where Tua is beating up on the Matthew Stafford-led Lions right now, 21-6 heading to halftime. And then down south once again in Atlanta, where Dwayne Haskins and Washington are going to be beating the Justin Field-led Falcons. The rookie quarterback right now struggling a little bit out there in Atlanta. And looking back at our game, Toronto coming out of halftime here is going to have a 7-point lead and the football, so an opportunity for them to stretch this lead out. They're going to start this thing off at the 25-yard line after a touchback. So now 1st and 10 at the 25. Nickerson under center. It's going to be a fake to the running back, and getting this ball off somehow as he gets clobbered is Nickerson, and that was a dangerous pass. Eventually finding the ground for an incompletion. So now it is going to be a handoff on 2nd down, and that is Latavius Murray trying to slide his way through this defense. Getting about 3 yards there, so now it is 3rd and 7. In the gun is Nickerson as he drops back, throws deep over the middle, and that is going to be caught. That is caught by Travis Kelce. What a play by Travis Kelce as he just goes up over the defender, has the positioning, and shows Malik Hooker what is up. As he just simply overpowers him. And those are the type of plays on a 42-yard reception. Those are the type of plays that we are hoping that Travis Kelce brings to this offense. The whole reason they signed him. And they're now going to hand it off as that is Latavius Murray getting a little bit more yardage here on 1st down out to the 23-yard line. Now it is 2nd and 4. Nickerson drops back and walks into a sack. That is Justin Houston. I don't know if Nickerson didn't see him there or what, but he literally just walked right into that one. Jedrick Wills just getting beat one-on-one. So now 3rd and 12 at the 30-yard line. Nickerson drops back, throws underneath. That is Travis Kelce making the reception, but actually losing 2 yards. And Kelce's already over 100 yards on the day. So now Josh Lambo setting up for another field goal. This would extend Toronto's lead to a two-score lead, and that is exactly what they do. 20-10 over Indianapolis. As Josh Lambo is going to be kicking this one off. And I am going to be Oh, Yep, just give me a minute or two. I'll let this game continue, but my audio is getting all wonky on my side, so give me 1 second. It'll be a couple of minutes, but the game will continue here as we see an incompletion there on first down. I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I am back. As Toronto, I see, has gotten another touchdown on the board here. And so has Indianapolis, making the score 27-17. So continuing to hold on to that two-score lead that Toronto was able to capture at the beginning of this second half. Now Indianapolis is going to have an opportunity here to gain back some of that momentum as they come out onto the football field at the 29-yard line for first down, and they're going out 5 wide. Empty backfield here for Jordan Love, as he's going to quickly throw this one over the left-hand side. That is caught, and that is David Njoku for about 9.5 there. Close to first down yardage, setting up a second and inches here as Jordan Love drops back, throws over again to the left-hand side, and making the catch is, I believe that is Paris Campbell. His third catch on the day. And this one goes for a first down as Jordan Love again on first down, this time hands it off. As that is James White with nowhere to go as Jordan Hicks comes up and makes the tackle. So now 2nd and 10. Love's going to have a quick throw here over the middle and caught once more by David Njoku. And this time he reaches past midfield to the 49-yard line. Set up a 3rd and 3 here as Love drops back, throws the left-hand side, and that is caught. That is T.Y. Hilton with the reception inside the 30 down to the 26, and a first down for Indianapolis, who seems to be moving right now. As you see, T.Y. Hilton just simply beat Darius Slay there, veteran on veteran. So now 27-17 is the score, and it looks like Indianapolis is trying to cut that one down, already in field goal range, and this one is going to be completed on first down out to the 8-yard line, as I believe that is Jamal Burgess. Big catch there inside the 10, setting up a 1st and goal, as he had a chance for the end zone there. But good play by Marshawn Lattimore to keep him in front of him. So now it's 1st and 10 at the 8-yard line. Love in the gun. He's going to drop back, throw to the right-hand side. That is caught, but stepping out of bounds at the 5 is David Njoku with his 6th reception on the day, making a pretty big impact right now for this Indianapolis offense. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're spreading it 4 wide here as Love quickly throws over the middle. That is caught for a touchdown. David Njoku, who else would it be? The favorite target of the quarterback here is his new, pretty shiny tight end that they got in free agency, and David Njoku with a nice play there. Jumping in front of Jaquil Easter, the 2nd-year safety, to make a play. So now Indianapolis, pending this extra point, has cut the lead down to 3. And that is exactly what happens here. With only a minute and a half to go in this 3rd quarter, can their defense step up, or will Toronto's offense continue to perform at a high level here? As this is going to be a touchback from Toronto, setting them up at the 25-yard line. As you see, Keontae Bonds, he has a nose for the end zone, being the man to score the first ever touchdown in Toronto Huskies history. That does not surprise me. So now 1st and 10 here is going to be a handoff to the running back. That is going to be a 3-yard gain from Latavius Murray. So now 2nd and 7. And it's going to be a pitch outside. Murray trying to get some blocks, unable to do so, and that ends up a no gain there on 2nd down, setting up a 3rd and 7. Big play here. Couple receivers to the left-hand side. It's going to be a fake to the running back and throwing deep down that left-hand side, and that is incomplete into double coverage. Not sure what Nickerson was thinking there. So now it is 4th and 7 and a 3 and out from this Toronto Huskies offense. All of a sudden, this might be looking like Indianapolis has finally got the momentum back in their corner. And a pretty good punt here, and even better coverage, not allowing any sort of return there, setting up Indianapolis at the 18-yard line for 1st and 10 as Jordan Love takes the snap, under pressure already, but gets the ball off. That's completed out to, I believe that is James White, down to the 26 for a gain of 7. And that is going to end this 3rd quarter. Score 27-24. The Huskies have the lead, but Indianapolis right now has the momentum. It's now 2nd and 3. To start this 4th quarter, it's going to be a handoff for a 1st down to James White. Gain of about 3 or 4 yards there. So now Jordan Love drops back and under pressure and tries to get this one in to his tight end, unable to do so. So that is now a 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. As Love drops back once more, finds the underneath option and completes it, but only for a gain of about 2 yards there. James White's 7th reception on the day. So now it is 3rd and 8. Love drops back and throws this one outside. That is caught. Gain of about 6. But that is short of the yard to gain mark. So what that means is, finally we get a punt here. Much needed one as well, as David Njoku tried to get to the mark there. But Jaquil Easter, with his phenomenal tackling ability, it's pretty hard to get away from him. So now it is 4th and 2. 9.5 to go in this 4th quarter. A punt here and a pretty good one from Indianapolis. That's going to be down at the 6-yard line. That is Rigoberto Sanchez pinning Toronto deep. As you see, Trevor Nickerson has been phenomenal today. Only 3 incompletions. He has the same amount of touchdowns as he does incompletions. So they're going to start this one off under center and faking to the running back, actually, and throwing this one deep down the left-hand side. That is almost caught, as it looked like CeeDee Lamb had it and then dropped it. So now it is 2nd and 10 at the 6-yard line, as Nickerson's going to drop back, throw quick underneath. That is Latavius Murray making this reception, getting out to about the 15-yard line, setting up a 3rd and inches now. And in the gun again is Nickerson, as he's under pressure and he goes down at the 8-yard line. That is Malik Hooker coming off the blitz and finding his mark. And that is going to be a 3 and out here for Toronto's offense, and they have all of a sudden just started sputtering, which means that it's going to be up to this defense. As Matt Hawk getting ready to punt from his own end zone. As you see this one, actually a really good punt. Wow, impressive stuff inside his own 10-yard line. That's where they end up getting that ball downed at, is at the 9-yard line. What a flip of field position there by Matt Hack. Special teams coming up big here in the fourth quarter. That's what we need. First and 10 though, Jordan Love, he is under pressure, and he is going to be going down. That is a sack by Ryan Kerrigan, his second of the day. Starting off the day with a sack, and finally gets another one here in the fourth quarter. So now it's going to be 2nd and 16 at the 3-yard line. Now under center with some extra bodies on the football field here. And it is going to be a big hole up the middle for Marlon Mack. Gain of about 12 yards there. Setting up now a 3rd and 4. As Jordan Love takes this one, throws to the left-hand side and overthrows his target. He had a man who had a step outside, and it looks like Love just simply missed the mark. As you see there, it looks like T.Y. Hilton beat Darius Slay outside. But instead, it is going to be a punt here. A 3 and out, in fact. And good special teams play there by Indianapolis, as there was no return on that punt. But Nickerson coming back out on the football field, closing in on 300 yards here in week 1. And he's going to be setting up in the gun here as Nickerson's going to throw deep over the middle, and that is caught down at the 35-yard line. Jonnu Smith with a gain of 32 yards. Smith showing, hey, I can do that too, referring to Travis Kelce's big play earlier this game down the seam, as Jonnu Smith is trying to prove that he should still be in this offense. So now it is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And it's going to be a handoff here, as there is very little room for Latavius Murray. Gain of about 2 yards there, setting up a 2nd and 8. So now Nickerson drops back and throws over the middle. That is caught down at the 10-yard line. That is T. Higgins, 23-yard reception for him, and setting up Toronto with great field position here and an opportunity to extend the lead once again. So now it is 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line. Nickerson is under center. He's going to fake to the running back and throw into the end zone, and that is intercepted by Indianapolis. That is Rock Ya-Sin with the interception. And kneeling it for a touchback, as it looks like Nickerson just trying to force that ball in there. So now Jordan Love comes back out onto the field. 7 incompletions for him today. 3 touchdowns as well. A little over 5 minutes to go. And they are putting a man in motion from right to left as Love drops back, finds a man underneath, and making another one miss is Paris Campbell with the reception. Gain of 7 yards there on 1st down. Setting up a 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line, as it's going to be a handoff here to Marlon Mack, who gets some yardage, close to 1st down yardage, and they are going to say he is just short, setting up a 3rd and inches at the 30-yard line. Big play here for Toronto, as Love is going to throw deep down the left-hand side and out of bounds, actually. We've seen that happen a few times today from Love. Not sure exactly if he's 100% confident in this new offense out there in Indianapolis. So that's going to set up another punt here. Just over 4 minutes to go in this game. And this one's going to get returned out to the 27-yard line. As you see, Nickerson 350 yards on the day. He's going to need some more before this one's over, as it is 1st and 10 at the 27. And it's going to be a handoff here. Up the middle goes Latavius Murray, gain of about 5 yards on 1st down. Setting up a 2nd and 5. 3.5 to go in this 4th quarter. Nickerson under center, and it's going to be another handoff up the middle, getting some yardage here, 1st down yardage, in fact, out to the 40-yard line. One of the better runs from Murray so far today, as that's going to be a 1st down for Toronto. It's now inside 3 minutes to go. Nickerson's going to be in the gun. And it's going to be a toss here to, I believe, T. Higgins. As it actually goes for about 9.5 yards on 1st down. Pretty good play there from Toronto. So now it's 2nd and inches. Question is, will they? Nope, they do not get a playoff here. It's going to be headed to the 2-minute warning. 3-point lead for Toronto. 27-24. 2 minutes to go. 2nd and inches at midfield. And they're going to fake to the man in motion and hand it to Latavius Murray, who gets stuffed in the backfield. So timeout here from Indianapolis. Leaves them with 2 more. So now it's 3rd and 2 under center and handing it off, and that is not far enough, as it is close to 1st down yardage, but about a yard short though. So now Matt Hawk coming out to punt this one away around midfield. And it's not a great one here. Inside the 20, but they're going to mark him at the 19. So now Indianapolis, 1 timeout, 1:49 to go. Down by 3. Can Jordan Love lead a comeback here in the 2-minute offense? As he drops back here, throws the right-hand side, as that is out of bounds for his intended target. Setting up a 2nd and 10 now. Love's going to drop back and under pressure gets this one off somehow, getting it to his running back out of the backfield. That is a 4-yard completion. Now it's 3rd and 6, and this is going to be incomplete. What a hit on Paris Campbell, who is trying to get that one in, as that is big play Slade jarring a little bit with Paris Campbell. So now it is 4th and 6, as Campbell just had his head wrung on that one. It's now 4th and 6. 3 receivers to the right-hand side. As Love drops back, throws it over the middle though, and this is going to be caught at the 45-yard line for a 1st down. Inside a minute to go though. 45-yard line, Love under pressure, and he is going to go down. That is Adarius Evans with the sack. 33 and counting out. 2nd and 20. Love takes the snap and somehow gets the ball off as he gets hit, as that is incomplete. Contact as the ball gets there forces the incompletion. So now it is 3rd and 20 at the 35-yard line. Love's going to drop back here. And under pressure again, just throwing this one away. Interesting decision there. Setting up a 4th and 20 with 23 seconds to go. That is at their own 35-yard line. They've got a lot of work cut out for them here. As Love's going to drop back, throw this one, and that is caught for a first down and more as they eventually get him down at the 7-yard line, and they are calling a timeout. A touchdown-saving tackle, a game-saving tackle there by the safety, as it looks like Toronto's going to try and ice Dustin Hopkins, but it's not much more than a chip shot here. As Dustin Hopkins hits it. That's 6 seconds left on the clock. Tie game here in Indianapolis. What a turn of events. As I'm not sure if that was Jaquil Easter who made that touchdown-saving tackle or not. I think it was, because that could have ended the game right there. As we get a return here, out past the 25 to the 24-yard line. Oh, interesting. Thought it was past the 25, but maybe not. So now it is a handoff here to Latavius Murray, who's just going to get some yardage, pad the stats a little as they head to overtime. Overtime game here in Week 1. Could be for the division. We don't know. As the Colts have won the toss, and they are going to elect to receive. So this Toronto defense needs to step up big once more. I still can't believe on 4th and 20 they were able to complete the pass, not only for a first down, but to get all the way inside the 10. Impressive stuff. So now after that touchback here, it is going to be the Indianapolis Colts offense rolling out here. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Jordan Love under center. A bunch set to the left-hand side. As Love drops back, throws over that left-hand side, completed to David Njoku. A gain of about 9 yards on first down. So now it is 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line. And this time it's going to be a fake to the running back as Love is under pressure but gets the ball out. That is T.Y. Hilton with the catch at midfield. His 4th reception on the day. As Toronto needs to find some way to stop this offense. It's now 1st and 10 at the midfield mark here. As Jordan Love is under center, throws this one over the middle, incomplete though. So now it is 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line here. 3 receivers to the right-hand side. Love looks to the left though. That is complete, but nowhere to go. Losing a yard, in fact. Now is Jordan Hicks with the tackle. So now it is 3rd and 11 here. Big play for Toronto. As they're going 4 wide here, 3 to the right-hand side as Love drops back and throws to that right-hand side, completed, but not good enough for a first down, as that is 3 yards short. That is Jamal Burgess with the reception. As Quincy Williams was the one to make the tackle. So now Rigoberto Sanchez setting up to punt this ball away, even though they're at the 43. And a pretty bad punt here. Not even inside the 20. A net gain of 22 yards on that punt. So now Nickerson and company come out onto the football field. First time in overtime here. 5.5 left in this overtime period. And they are going empty backfield as Nickerson drops back, and quick throw over the middle that is blocked at the line of scrimmage. Good play there by the defense to get their hands up. It's now 2nd and 10. Nickerson's going to drop back once more. Throw over to his running back coming out of the backfield. Completed down to the 29-yard line. A gain of about 8 yards there. Setting up a 3rd and 2 now. As Nickerson drops back and throws to the right-hand side. That is caught. Yes, that is caught by Travis Kelce. His 7th catch on the day. And a first down for Toronto. It's now 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. This will be a handoff here to Latavius Murray, who's weaving his way in and out of traffic, getting out to the 44-yard line. Again, 8 yards there on first down. It's now 2nd and 2 from the 44. Bunch set here to the left, and it's going to be a fake to the running back as Nickerson throws over the middle, completes it, out to the 42-yard line in plus territory now. That was Keontae Bonds with his 6th catch of the day. And now going back to the running game here on first down, and with nowhere to go, though, as Latavius Murray loses a yard. Tyler Davison with the tackle. Second and 11 now for Toronto, and they are going to be handing this one off once more, getting up to the 42. Gain of about 2 there. So now it's 3rd and 9. Toronto needs a couple of yards to get into field goal range, and they're handing it off once more, and this is going to get them to the 38-yard line. An interesting play call here, as that was Travis Etienne, actually, with the carry, and that's going to lead them to 2-minute warning, and now Indianapolis trying to ice Josh Lambo, setting up for the game-winning field goal here. It's a long one, 55 yards, but we've seen him hit that distance before, and it is good. Toronto wins Week 1 against the Indianapolis Colts. They take down the divisional opponent and division winner from last year in extravagant fashion here in week number 1. Final in this one, 30-27. Toronto takes it. Big win, and the winning streak continues. Up to 4 games now for Toronto. That is 4 wins in a row, dating back to last year. And they pretty much led in every single category today. And it was well deserved. Really from the get-go, their offense was on fire today. And it's exactly what this team has been building towards. As you see, Trevor Nickerson, 389 yards passing today, 80% completion percentage, and 3 touchdowns. Good stuff there from him today. I would like to know what happened with Aaron Jones, though, because that offense did take a little bit of a hit with Latavius Murray at the helm. So we'll have to get some information on that as we come out of this game. And we do have 2 upgrades here, as a Darius Evans gets an upgrade, now up to an 84 overall. And then CeeDee Lamb also gets an upgrade, getting him up to an 84 overall as well. Alright, let's take a look at this injury. And it is a broken collarbone for Aaron Jones. He is going to be out 7 weeks, which means we're going to have a decision to make if we roll with Latavius Murray or do we give ETN an opportunity. That's something that we will have to decide moving forward, because we initially wanted Murray to be that number 2 guy, but he struggled to really run the football effectively against Indianapolis. So part of me wonders, is it just a great defense, or is it Latavius Murray? Because if it is, then maybe we give Travis Etienne an opportunity moving forward. But we'll have to figure that out next week, as we're going to go ahead and advance this thing into week number 2, so you guys can see what we've got for the next stream, as it is the 1-0, that's right, the undefeated Toronto Huskies going up against the New York Giants next week. That's going to be a big one, as we're going to go ahead and get this upgrade for Micah Parsons out of the way. He's up to a 79 overall already. But yes, I believe that's going to be wrapping up this week 1 stream and win here for the Toronto Huskies, taking it 30-27 to their divisional opponents and rival Indianapolis Colts in a big fashion here, as that means that next week, in week number 2, the first home game at the Den, so make sure to tune in. It's going to be against the New York Giants, and the Tua-led New York Giants, might I throw out there. So keep that in mind. So make sure to tune back in next week, find out exactly how far does this winning streak continue. We're up to 4 games now. Will it ever stop? Hopefully not. But my name is Tayvikes28. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.